GCSCORED is proud to unveil its Cultivating Seed System products. We are excited about transforming lives and creating safer communities through the products that we have created just for you. First on the list, we have the Cultivating Seed System pre-K to 12th grade social emotional curriculum. All products are research-based and evidence-informed. They're also based in the framework that I developed, called the CSS framework, and CSS stands for Cultivating Seeds System, and SEEDS stands for Social Emotional Education in Diverse Settings. And this framework is the foundation for all the products that are being rolled out for your benefit. We have the facilitators curriculum guides from pre-K to the 12th grade, and we use ages instead of grade levels because this is a global endeavor, because this is a global project. We are mindful of the variation in grades and ages, and so we're just using ages. And so we have curriculum guides for facilitators who work with children from the ages of 3 to the ages of 18, 19, depending on the location. And we use facilitator guides because we encouraging the use of these curricula outside of the traditional classroom. And so we're looking forward to individuals in out-of-school programs to use these curricula as well. And these are the activity books that go along with the facilitator curriculum guides. Then we have the RUMERTIME Guided Activity Journal, which it includes the ability for the user of any age to write, which is the traditional freestyle writing and journaling. And we also have opportunities for those who like drawing, those who like coloring, and those who like brain teasers, all as a way for individuals to maintain or gain social emotional balance, inter and interpersonal balance. Then we have the RUMERTIME Affirmation Coloring and Activity books. These are for, again, ages 5 to 105, and they are very similar to the RUMERTIME Guided Activity Journal, but with some additional features. Here are the coloring and activity books. The RUMERTIME process, games, and activities are based on the intervention component of the Cultivating Seed System framework. And these are designed to support individuals who are using this intervention, who are using the RUMERTIME process as a prevention and intervention strategy. And so we'll look at some of these, we'll look at all of them right now. The RUMERTIME process is a 5-step psychosocial problem-solving strategy that helps persons move from a position of inter and intrapersonal imbalance to inter and intrapersonal balance. And in order to support the intervention specialists, the coaches, the trainers, as they teach the RUMERTIME process and engage with others in the RUMERTIME process, we have multiple learning tools and teaching tools. We have posters, we have puzzles, and activity sheets. Here we see a sampling of 3 of the puzzles and activity sheets that go along with the RUMERTIME process. Again, in an effort to aid and support the individuals who are providing the training, the coaching of the RUMERTIME process. Some more posters and puzzles, activity sheets. As the The Cultivating Seed Systems definition states that we use social emotional competencies to help explain human behavior. We use that along with the social determinants of a person's life course. But we're focusing here now on the social emotional competencies, and we use 5 core social emotional competencies, and you will see how we have operationalized those 5 competencies into games and activities. So we developed social emotional competency sentence completion card games, and there are 5 of those social emotional competencies, and they are self-awareness, social awareness, self-management, relationship management skills, and healthy or responsible decision-making skills. There are 25 cards in each of those decks. Okay, in each of those competencies, there are 25 cards. This is an example of the self-awareness card. The back of the card as well as the front of the card gives the definition of the competency, and there's a sentence starter, and the individual playing this game will read the sentence starter, and the first word or words that come to mind as they're reading will be what they use to complete the sentence. Target the Rumor game. This is a game that I've designed to be played as a target game with magnetic darts. It has 6 categories of scenario cards. The categories are derived from the ecological systems theory. However, its content and the way it is played is grounded in the social learning theory, which is one of the fundamental theories of the CSS framework. The objective of the game is to teach and reinforce the 5-step psychosocial problem-solving strategy. The purpose is designed to teach individuals of all ages an effective 5-step psychosocial problem-solving strategy, which is the RUMERTIME. And individuals will learn how to recognize, understand, manage, express, and reflect on their thoughts, interactions, mindsets, and emotions. That's the background. And here is the magnetic dart board. And then we have a sample of the one of the categories. And so we have, like I said, we have 6 categories, scenario cards, and in each category there are 4 cards with scenarios about that specific category. The categories that we have are about me, about family, about school, about community, about home, and about country. The RUMERTIME intervention has a very strong focus on emotional literacy because, as the research suggests, students and adults as well experience greater frustration when their emotional literacy is limited. And so we have multiple activities and games that help to increase an individual's emotional vocabulary so that they can become emotionally competent. And so let me just show you those activities. And we also utilize multiple intelligences across our product lines. We use auditory, interpersonal, bodily, kinesthetic, linguistic, and interpersonal intelligences. And here are some of the activities, games and activities. We have the emotion intensity poster, which helps individuals to learn new vocabulary, again, increasing one's emotional literacy. We also have the emotion intensity card, and we have different levels of emotional intensity. And there are 32 cards and 4 categories. We have the low, medium, high, and very high, and each of those categories have 8 emotion vocabulary words. And on the cards, the front of the cards, you see the word, we have the definition that we use, and then we also have a visual, which is a visual display of what that emotion may look like, and we also describe on the bottom the intensity level. We also have the emotion bingo card. The set of bingo cards is 15. 15 cards come in a set. Then we have the emotion activity wheel. Next, we have the ylarrier apperception scenario cards. They're 12 double-sided cards, and they come in 3 different populations. We have the ylarrier apperception scenario cards for children of color, Caucasian children, and also Spanish-speaking children. And these again are across the globe. And so we want to use as many culturally responsive tools so that the individuals could see themselves and feel a part of. And here's an example of a set of the cards. The RUMERTIME storyboard times 3 is a game or activity that is based in the cognitive behavior therapy approach and is mainly within the narrative counseling sub-specialty area. As you know, cognitive behavior therapy is one of the 5 theories that the CSS framework is based on. And this is called a RUMERTIME storyboard times 3 because there are 3 storyboards in each set. And so the 3 storyboards, and I'll show you an example here. This is storyboard number 1, says draw or write the events of your story as you experienced it. The purpose of this activity is to give voice to the voiceless. Many times people are not able to be heard. And this storyboard allows individuals that use it, doesn't matter the age, any individual that feels that they need an avenue to be heard, this RUMERTIME storyboard is for them. Next, we have the strengths-based approach. And this approach is, again, one of the 5 foundational theories of the Cultivating Seed System framework. The strengths-based approach shifts the focus away from the deficits of an individual and focuses more on their innate strengths and resources. And the activity, we have 2 activities, the wheel of support, and we have my tree of supportive interactions. And individuals are encouraged to circle the sign that describes your interaction with a particular person. And so these are some of the activities. ERIKSON'S lifespan development activity. ERIKSON'S 8-stage psychosocial development is one of the 5 foundational theories of the CSS framework. And the activity that we have developed for this is allowing individuals of different across the lifespan to chart their own crises and tasks and some of the issues that they may have explored in terms of resolving their crises or tasks and some of the expected needs and relationships. Another one of the foundational theories in the CSS framework is the ecological systems theory. And this is demonstrated in this activity, the game activity that we called the EcoDice multimodal assessment game. The purpose of this game is to help individuals understand their relationship to self, others, and situations at every ecosystemic level. It gives some objectives, and this is what that looks like. Here is our contact information. Here's how you can reach us to ask more questions and to purchase your GC-SCORED Cultivating Seeds System framework products. We look forward to seeing you purchase these items because we know that they will help you and your organization to transform lives and create safer communities. Thank you, and God bless.